It's 6:20 in the morning. I'm lying in bed. I've probably had enough sleep, but instead of getting up, I'm planning a new YouTube channel. This one's different, obviously. ASMR audiobooks, whispered chapters from out of copyright books, endless content, scalable, low effort, potentially profitable. By 6:25am, I've mentally built the whole thing, and I haven't even brushed my teeth. This is something I do a lot. When I feel uncertainty about the future, my brain tries to outcreate it. New plan, new system, new direction. If I can just choose the right project, make the right move, optimize the right workflow, maybe I can secure the right future. But I've been reading 4,000 Weeks recently, particularly the chapter about never having enough time, and there's a line of thinking in there that's been quietly bothering me. The idea that the future isn't something you control, it's something you steer. And those are not the same thing. Because steering implies currents, weather, forces outside your control. You can point the wheel in a direction, but you don't get to command the ocean. All of that may sound obvious, but I often forget it. Whenever I feel uncertain about the future, my instinct is to see if I can plan my way out of that uncertainty. I start setting up projects, imagining the outcomes of different ideas, convincing myself that one of them might provide some kind of security. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. When I think back to the major turning points in my life, my career, where I live, the people I know, the opportunities I've had, I didn't carefully engineer those things. More often than not, I stumbled across them. A conversation, an opportunity, a coincidence. Things that appeared while I was simply moving through life. It's completely normal to want control of the future, but the reality is that so much of our lives sits outside our control. The actions of other people, the environment we live in, the economy, timing. In many ways, the world around us holds far more control over outcomes than we do. So if we can't control the future, what can we actually do? Well, steering still matters. When you're steering a boat, you can't control the wind, the waves, or the currents, but the direction you point the wheel still affects where you end up. Life works in a similar way. You can't control the outcomes, you can't control which opportunities appear, you can't control how other people respond to you. But you can control your direction, your effort, your values, your attention, the things you choose to spend your time on. Those are the small steering decisions that shape the path you travel. Not because you engineered the future, but because you kept pointing yourself in a direction. Of course, that still leaves uncertainty, and uncertainty can be uncomfortable. But accepting that we can only steer, not control the future, also removes a lot of pressure. It also allows you to focus less on trying to secure the perfect outcome, and more on simply paying attention to where you're going. And when you're more present like that, you're also more likely to notice the opportunities that appear along the way. So maybe the goal isn't to perfectly plan the future, maybe it's simply to keep steering. And tomorrow morning at 6:20, when my brain comes up with another brilliant idea for a new project, maybe the most sensible thing I can do is just get out of bed.